A couple weeks ago, we had a hysterical and amazing episode. If you haven't listened to it yet, please listen to it because it's fantastic. And we have a surprise guest on there. If you haven't guessed who it is yet, well guess
no,
what?
he is a mystery guest.
It is a mystery guest. Mystery guest.
I don't know who I am either.
If you have not guessed
Nobody does.
who it was, well, guess what? Congratulations. You get to listen to a whole new episode with that same guest. And let me just tell you, it only gets funnier because guess what? We continue to drink.
The man, the myth, and the... ...
Ooh, the accent.
Oh, the accent's wrong.
Oh. I think I need a little bit of a softer voice when I have my accent.
The accent.
All right.
My accent is awful.
I'm not exactly sure what your accent is.
I know.
Shall we record another commercial?
Yeah.
That sounds grand.
Okay, grand.
Okay.
Brought to you by our next sponsor, Palmas Weed Distributors. When you're looking for a little C in your weed, get our sargassum extract. Only available June through September. It'll whack you to shit.
Oh my God.
Although I feel like it's available longer than that.
But also, can you dry the
Yes,
sargassum and smoke it?
But for a limited time. You have a limited time so it sells out. You don't want to say it's longer than that. It's, you know, impulse buy. Impulse buy.
You also have to start making it in, April time frame.
You don't
for
want
it to be ready for June.
Yes. You don't want wet weed. No,
definitely.
That's awful.
I'm afraid that shit might kill you.
Probably, yeah. I don't want. I don't want to test that.
I mean, not the tequila.
Oh,
I
not
meant
the tequila. The seaweed
tequila.
Yeah.
The tequila.
That just worked so well, though.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we did have a Palmas owner that used to love to take his paddleboard out in the seaweed.
Ew.
Yes, he did not last long. His name was Adam. Well, we will not use his last name. We'll say Adam Luz. Adam Luz. That's we'll use his last name.
Okay.
And yes, he had this wonderful. Well, he did not last in Palmas. He was one of the ones that, figured it was not for him, and honestly, most of us had pitchforks to help him escort him out as well.
Oh.
So yes.
See, I love these stories.
Right. I mean, he did like to go out to the harbor and take a video of pictures of seaweed and ask, well, why is there seaweed here? Well, because it's a natural occurrence, you moron. This happens.
Moron.
And fix instead of complain. That's one of my pet peeves.
I know.
One of my pet peeves is the complainers. Mm-hmm. Complain. You know what? Do something with your goddamn time. And stop complaining. Or if you complain, have a solution.
Well, and the other part of it is we live in a literal paradise.
Yes, that is correct.
And no place is perfect, honey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Wisconsin, and 6 months out of the year, it is cold, snowy, and gross.
Oh, but you got cheese curds.
Oh, the cheese curds, and let me tell you.
Oh, my God.
That's how
And
we get through our winters.
You got
cheese
indoor amusement parks
and beer, baby.
Oh, amusement parks at the Dells? Honestly.
See it? It's not so bad. It's not so bad. Also, fuck that shit. Because...
It's why you live here?
100%. I was so over the snow. The cold and the snow, when you go outside and your whole, your lungs, it's hard to breathe and all your muscles stiffen up. No, thank you.
We went back to this cold, desolate place last holiday season.
Which we're not saying where.
2 holiday seasons.
It would give it away?
It was definitely a holiday season. It was cold. That narrows it down. It was cold.
It
was
cold.
What, you went home?
I didn't know. This is home. This is home, dear.
I mean, you're past home. Previous home.
It was somewhere cold.
I did go to a past home somewhere cold where it was dark and gloomy for 9 goddamn days. Yes, no bueno, as they call it down here. Bueno, I believe bueno is the right word down here. No bueno. My Spanish is not good. That's actually a lie. My Spanish is very good. Hint, hint. But I don't actually tell people that because I like to hear what people are saying about me if they think I don't know Spanish.
You have been here a while, so I have a question for you because we had a past guest, Issa, our local massage therapist.
I know Issa.
Located at right by Chinchorreo's.
Yes.
She is brilliant, amazing, wonderful. So if you need a massage, you know where to go.
I may say as another hint, Issa does live near me,
Lovely.
but we're all in Palmas. We all live near each other.
She mentioned this thing that happens here in Puerto Rico. They go like on Sundays to like kiosks where then they drink and they have some food and then they go to the next one. They go to the next one.
Chinchorreo.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
it. Have you done that?
I have done Chinchorreos. My life is in Chinchorreo. I go to a bar and I eat. I go to a bar and I eat. I go to a bar and I eat. I go to a bar and then I pass out. Then I eat.
I'm talking about just on Sundays.
I am not either.
Okay.
Actually, my escapades at Pescaderia happened on a St. Patrick's Day about 4 or 5 years ago. Let's just say pub crawls can start and end very interestingly. But yes, Chinchorreo, I have done many Chinchorreos.
Why haven't we done a pub crawl in Palmas?
I did one. I created one St. Patrick's Day.
We kind of just did one.
Well,
I mean,
no, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
We're going to houses. I'm talking about going to the bars. Do you remember there was this one night when I think it was Aaron, Monica, and myself, and we were like, let's like paint Palmas beige and and we're gonna, where do we go? Okay, let's go
beige.
to yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
because
Palmas.
it was like a Tuesday or something.
Don't want to do it. Don't want to do a color in Palmas. That'll get you in trouble.
And we were like, where do we go? Okay, we're gonna go to the Palmanova Village or Palmanova Plaza. There was only 2 things open. So we're
Well,
like,
we started at coffee.
we did start at coffee, and
We bypassed Ivan.
I know.
Only because we were like,
No.
we're gonna come back
Yeah,
to
because
Ivan.
we're like-
That's always a stop.
we
at the end.
decided
Yes,
we
yes, yes.
decided we were gonna let's do
A lap.
before
We
we
need to
commit
do
to
a lap.
location. So we walked around
Ember
the
and Vine
whole
wasn't
plaza.
here.
Excellent strategy.
Ember and Vine was.
It was not here. What was here? Was Norberto?
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It just was closed.
Oh, because it was like a Sunday.
So
or
please-
Oh my
something.
gosh. Chihuahuas was there.
Yeah,
'cause
we ended
went
up
to
at Chihuahuas, and
and
then Ivan came in.
then Ivan came in, and we're like, "Oh, we're
coming back
We're
to
making
you.
our way over
We're
there.
not
because
cheating on you.
we just wanted to do a lap."
I do love Ivan. If I'm going to Ember and Vine and I walk across the market, he's like, "Bye, I can see you. You're walking away from me. I know you're going to the restaurant. You can at least say hi." Ivan, I love you, but I'm eating somewhere else. But it's okay.
I know we do love Pura Vida. It's awesome.
I mean, how can you not?
There's nothing bad to say about it. It's like one of
Oh,
my
there was amazing restaurants. Zona Fresca. Back 7 or 8 years ago, right before Hurricane Maria, where it was next to where Augustina is today, or just to the left of it, where there's an office now. It had the best burgers in Palmas, and I don't know if you remember, if you're old enough like me, this game called Heads Up on your iPhones.
Oh, yeah.
Where there's a clue
like
that comes
Heads
up.
Up.
And we were there for 6 hours with 8 people
Playing heads up.
playing Heads Up, and our bar tab came to $45.
What?
It should not have come to $45. It should have been a lot more than
It should have
that.
been like $450.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But they were just pouring, and we were just drinking.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. And you were. Who remembers that show?
Oh my god.
I just remember the intro.
Archie?
I do.
Archie.
My grandparents watched it.
Oh,
So.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sure,
gotcha.
sure they
Yeah,
did. She,
Yeah. Yeah.
she talks about those reruns that she watches.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes.
Archie Bunker.
Yes.
No,
I know, but I'm serious. I kind of want to let's get a pub crawl going.
So much Palmas pub crawl.
Shall we do it every
so
Friday?
much Palmas sponsored pub crawl. You buy your own drinks because
Yeah.
we don't have a sponsor yet.
No.
No. And then,
Oh my
and
God,
then
let's do it.
a shirt at the end if you make it through all of them.
There you go.
Yes.
Shirts.
Well, we did create after
Let's do
this
it.
this wonderful Palmas Ladies Club wine walk the other evening. We said we should do this every quarter. We should do a vodka walk, a rum walk, a tequila walk, or actually a tequila fall down is more appropriate. But yes, every quarter sounds like a great, There's vodka here, vodka there, vodka everywhere.
Speaking of like booze, everybody's got their booze that they stick to because it works for them. Right?
I don't drink. I don't know what you speak of.
Lies. And I'm literally watching you on your third drink.
You didn't see me make it. It could be.
Okay.
It could be. Yes. Okay. It's okay.
It's a cider.
It may be true. And as another hint to fans of this amazing podcast, this is a 11-step drink that I made that I created a 5-minute video of and posted at one time in my life here in Palmas.
Wow.
If you know that history,
I didn't know that.
Who this
Might
is.
Yes. We should start to give our audience a few more hints about this.
Let's do it, because if they haven't figured this out now, they are not smart at all.
No, let's be honest, our whole audience saw the silhouette in the podcast and they're like, okay, that's that person.
That's that person.
Yeah,
it's got to be that person.
But it's still fun.
I know. I can't believe you had Mike Copeland on here twice. It's crazy.
Anyway, as I was saying, everybody's got booze that is like their safe booze. Everyone's got their booze that they stay away from because shit goes wrong every single time.
Goldschlager.
Oh man, I remember the day doing
shit,
Goldschlager.
I forgot about Goldschlager.
Oh, I can't get Goldschlager here to save my life. I've never been able to find it.
Oh, I do have my
Thank
tequila
God.
story.
Oh, is tequila your naughty one?
It was until I learned that tequila can be my friend if it's the right tequila.
Correct. Correct.
Gin has always been my friend.
Me too.
Gin is my best bud. It's part of my home country.
Yeah.
Right. So tequila was not my friend. Tequila came to not be my friend in freshman year of university.
University.
See how I didn't say college? University. Hiding my authentic self. And during that, this was this wonderful fraternal organization, shall it be called. And they had this thing that's called a haunted hayride. For this All Hallows Eve, they call it. In the States. I did go to school in the States. Hint. That narrows that down. And they had this hayride thing, and you had to bring your own alcohol, which was fine. I just didn't have any with me at this point in time. And, I was 18 because, and at that point, again, aging myself, you're not allowed to buy alcohol at 18. Narrows that down. And, I had a friend that had this wonderful bottle called Josie Curvo. Josie Cuervo. I cannot pronounce. It's this way. It's a Spanish. I do not.
It's a very
special. It's
special.
difficult. It's very difficult. And it was this golden color. And I said, it must be amazing if it's a golden color. It must be aged at least 10 to 15 years to get that golden color. Yes. Oh, I was wrong. I was so deathly wrong. Apparently, when you drink 3/4 of that bottle in one evening,
Yikes!
Without anything else. And no sustenance, no bangers and mash, nothing at all, and you decide to desecrate a baño that's in Spanish. That's bathroom. That's bathroom. when you desecrate a baño, repeatedly, and then you decide to wake up at 9 a.m. and cannot stand, and you're on a couch that you don't recognize, and then you decide to meander yourself back to your dormitory. I don't know what they call dormitory. Dormitory is like where people die. You don't want dormitory. It's like housing. I don't know, housing project. No, that means something else. Okay, so to the end of the story is no, there is no end of the story. Oh yes, there is. So I found out that I did miss my final exam for one of my classes, but that's okay. I somehow got through that day. But I did. The fraternal organization was nice enough to remind me in such a polite way that their parents' weekend was happening the next day, and they spent a good 6 hours cleaning out that baño that I was nice enough to decorate for them.
Oh, yikes.
So from that point of view until I would say maybe 3 years ago, I say años for Spanish-speaking people, años, and I would avoid that devilish liquid. Until a wonderful friend in Palmas introduced me to the intricacies of tequila.
Tequila.
Am I pronouncing that wrong? Is it not tequila?
Oh Oh my God, this is so. I'm really happy right now.
Are you crying? Are you crying, my dear? This is a happy story. It has a happy ending. I swear it has a happy ending.
Just so good.
So she introduced me to this wonderful tequila. I think I said it right that time. I believe I said it right that time.
Nailed it.
And now I do like this beverage of the masses.
But there's different tequilas. Is it Blanco? Is it Reposado? Like what?
I do like a reposado.
That's my
and
jam.
Añejo.
Yeah.
Añejo. Sí.
Yeah.
Sí.
Yeah. Do you? What are your thoughts on karaoke?
He loves it at his house.
That's an interesting subject. That actually brings me back to my childhood. I was actually a very shy child. Can you believe it?
Really?
Yeah,
You?
no.
Yes, I was extremely introverted.
Huh.
And then
Something happened?
And then something happened.
What happened?
Alcohol.
What happened was I was at a corporation I worked for, and the person that was I was at an event in South Dakota. Don't go there if you don't have to. There is no reason. But if you do end up in South Dakota, and you have to speak in front of 800 people, and
So
the person,
all of South Dakota.
oh yeah, no, or South Dakota,
Dakota.
or South Dakota.
Oh.
It's almost like Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Just to note, my sister actually used to live in South Dakota in Pierre, which is the capital, and there's like I think 17,000.
I thought that was
people there.
Pierre. It's not Pierre.
Well, then she pronounced it wrong for years.
It's Pierre.
Pierre.
Ask the peoples in Montreal.
She
we,
did?
We lived in Pierre.
Pierre.
No?
I was in.
Margaret.
Margaret.
I was
she
actually
was-
in
Oh.
South Sioux City in a corn belt.
South
Sioux City. It's actually ours. It's ours, not South Dakota's. But I had to drive up to South Dakota's. But ours is interesting for South Sioux City because you pass that hog farm and it stinks like nothing. It stinks like you sargasm ain't nothing compared to that hog farm right there. So you go to South Sioux City, and then so I was there's just supposed to be a nice guy, and the guys I was with, he's supposed to be speaking to 800 peoples, and what happens is he done fall ill. I didn't got sick of that smell of them hogs. So what happened then? I got to get up and speaks in front of 800 peoples for half an hours, and well, that sure as shit just took my fucking hesitance about speaking in public right out the goddamn door.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Oh shit! Did I just switch accents?
Yeah.
So those Quebecois got something right.
Pierre.
So wait, are we changing
Yeah.
Peter's name now?
Pierre. Yeah,
Who?
it's like Pierre.
Oh,
like Peter.
The third installment with Pierre.
Yeah, season 3 with Pierre. Pierre.
So that was my coming out party. Coming out from a speaking perspective, nothing else. Just making sure the clarification for anyone that's anyone. Okay. So that was my coming out party. So that's when I realized that hey, if I just speak and I know 1% more than the audience, I become the expert.
There you
That's
go.
what they say.
Absolutely.
And if you follow that mentality, when you get in front of a room, it becomes very easy.
Yeah.
It's amazing how you just add one nugget, one piece of interest, and then you become the expert. You don't have to know everything, and that's changed my life.
Okay, so I'm gonna drizzle in some questions to get our audience to guess if you first of all.
I would like to-
First of all, if you have-
I love that you just said I'm going to drizzle.
I would like to drizzle in some bourbon.
Would you like a sound effect to go with my drizzle?
Yeah.
Like a raindrop?
That was good. That was good.
Okay, so I just drizzled in my questions. If first of all, audience, if you have not guessed, if you're here in Palmas and you've not guessed who our guest is,
Jackass.
Jackass, who has spoken in Pierre, I thought I would drizzle in some questions for you to guess who our guest is.
All these audience questions?
Yes. My audience is ChatGPT. If someone were to Google you, Jackass, what's the most interesting thing they'd find?
Well, I did try to hide most of my history.
Why is that?
Well, it's hidden for a particular purpose.
Oh, I
So the FBI doesn't find
I
him.
see.
Oh, shenanigans.
Obby.
Oh, shenanigans. I do not live an interesting life. There's not much about me on Google because I Googled myself. I was actually fairly disappointed. I was like, oh my God, I'm a boring person.
I know. I Googled my name once, and there was this like chick who paints like ostrich eggs, another chick who's like a felon, and then a bunch of sheep. Like I would
really love the felon.
I would
love that.
Yeah, I was really disappointed. I felt like, oh, it'd be so cool if I had like another Rebecca Utek who's
to be
really
fair,
cool.
was the felon and the sheep person the same person? Because if you put those two together, it could be weird.
No, but the felon might have also been the same person who paints like ostrich eggs.
What's funny is there's a hairstylist with over 13 years of industry experience with your same name.
Wow, do you really want to give it away to everyone, Erin?
What
if
that you're a hairstylist?
The same person. I'm just saying.
Have you seen my hair?
Gorgeous.
Honestly,
yeah.
honestly,
it's
right?
really, it's perfect.
I mean, it's like
it's perfectly.
Who
coiffed.
else can take a salad bowl and cut around the edges for
Darling,
my
it's
hair?
Oh
like
my god!
I
An
do?
IMDb.
An
Oh,
IMDb?
shit.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What you
Stop
got on me,
it.
girl?
I can't give it away.
Is it the talk in South Dakota?
Yes.
It better not be. That strip club was not big enough for it to be on Facebook.
What's one thing people think they know about you but are totally wrong about?
Ooh. As we know, I have a certain persona in different media. That might give a little bit away, but God, we're in this enough if you haven't figured this out yet.
The man, the myth, the ...
People that don't know me may think I spout off without a point, but there's always a point behind what I'm doing. I like to empower thinking. I like to empower people independently thinking and not going along with group think. That's what people may not know about me.
No, it's fantastic.
We can also
Definitely
talk about a
making
story
the
that I
cut.
turned from a $25 Dunkin Donuts gift card into a 1989 Mercedes Benz 500 SL.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was I always had hustles. I always had things that I wanted to do, right? So you love my first hustle. Okay. In my hometown, which shall not be known.
Do the hustle.
The hustle. Okay.
Sorry.
So my hustle, my first hustle was 7 years old, actually, as a matter of fact. And we had this wonderful carnival with these carnies and circus folk coming into town every year in my wonderful town in the north, in the cold weather, near like Dragonstone and those Game of Thrones fucking areas.
Oh, Aaron, make note of that if you want to go visit there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this carnival came into town, and, well, us poor children in the town, we wanted to go on the carnival rides, right? So we would all show up to the carnival grounds, and a week before, as the workers, because you could buy 20 tickets for $10 for the rides, but we didn't have $10. We were poor children at the time, and some of us are still now. But yes, so what happened was we would all show up on our bicycles, and the workers, we would go to the pub to get them their lunch during the day, and we would work for tips. At 7 years old, back in the good old days, your mother would say, get the hell out during the summer at 7 in the morning, and I don't want to see you until, let's say 2 hours after dark, because dark, I really don't want to see you either. Let me get a little liquor on, and then, come back after that. So we, the kids and I in the neighborhood, we worked for tips, and that's what we did. We hustled our asses, and it was always a competition to see who had the most ride tickets. And then inevitably we threw up on the rides, and we're like, why the hell do we do this? And then we repeated this for the next 6 years or so. So that was the first hustle. And then I was always into finding weird ways to do things. So I read this story one day of someone how sold this one thing on the old school Craigslist, before eBay was cool. And they turned something into something, said, okay, let me start with that. So I had a gift card to a donut shop. Ooh, is that narrowing me down? A donut shop. Okay. So then I did trades for that gift card for a pair of ice skates, then to a bike, and I kept upping what I was trading for in value. That $25 gift card over a year turned into a 1989 Mercedes 500 SEL. The big-ass boat car, but it was so cool. So I just wanted to see if I could do it. So that was a challenge to myself.
That's a great story.
That's so good.
So, yeah.
I mean, how though? Like how?
How?
Yeah.
So someone had a bike they wanted to get rid of and sell or whatever. I said, well, I have a gift card. That's what I have right now. Trade it for that. Then I have that bike. Then I trade it for something else that someone shows a lesser value in.
Right.
Then I kept upgrading it. So eventually it became I had a Saab 900S I got up to.
Oh, my
And then
God.
I traded that for the Mercedes.
You are Dwight Schrute on The Office. On the episode.
Well, it's ironic
Did
because
you
my
ever
real
see-
last
did
name
you
is
ever-
actually another comedy show that I will not give away.
If your life was turned into a movie, who would play you?
Jim Carrey.
Wow.
He knew
That
like
was-
he knew that.
I know. That means
Why?
That means you've thought about this.
Actually, I did not. But as soon as you said it, I'm like, who is as amazing as I am can just change on a dime, any accent, whatever they want to do, serious to funny, emotional, non-emotional.
Have
That
you?
would
have
be
you-
Mr. Carey.
Oh my gosh, I have a couple more questions, but before we get to that, back to the whole movie thing. The movie of your life. What song is playing during the credits?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Another quick answer. I love it.
There are so many different parts of that song with so many different meanings, and
Yeah.
it changes all of the time. And the consistency is amazing in the end. But there are so many ways to get the end facet of that song. So many different paths. That is my song.
That's a really good. Jackass, you are crushing this chat.
I love myself some Bohemian Rhapsody. So, fun story about Bohemian Rhapsody, right? So, I was at this a New Year's Eve gala here in Palmas del Mar several years ago, and there was this karaoke, as you mentioned, karaoke.
I'm
karaoke.
sorry. I'm forever calling it karaoke now.
Karoke. And these little children were doing their little dinosaur songs and shit. And
Shite. You meant shite.
I know what I meant.
Oh, shit.
Shite.
We
I said
can't-
it. I
oh,
said shite.
okay.
Did you not hear shite?
Okay. No.
I said shite. Don't correct the guest.
My apologies.
I was at this gala with these children doing little dinosaur songs. This is little, you can remember a song for 60 seconds. Good for you. And then this Bohemian Rhapsody I select. And it comes up on the big screen with the words. And I turn around. I don't even need the words. For 10 minutes straight, I do this song, word for word, on key. Not on key. That's a lie. Nobody can be on key. That's Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury can only be on key. No one is like Freddie Mercury. So I did this for 10 minutes, not even looking at the screen. And I mic drop, and these kids are like, oh, my God, he's got a 10-minute memory. I said, yes, that's my life story. That's all I've got. But no. So that song has always stayed with me as a memorable song, even when it first debuted in my heart in in Wayne's World. It's a movie probably beyond your days, but yes. And wonderful soundtrack, but yes. So anytime I'm driving around along a highway, it's either that song or 500 Miles from the Proclaimers. Oh. Those are my two favorites.
Oh, I love
love
that
that
song
song.
so much. How can
Let's break out
is
into
there-
that.
Is there anybody who doesn't like that song? And if you do not like 500 Miles by the Proclaimers, I mean,
Okay. Talk about. Have you seen the series How I Met Your Mother?
yeah.
Have you seen that episode?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Anytime a tape is stuck in the deck and it's 500 miles for
Yeah.
a 600-hour trip, it's one and just repeats.
Yeah.
That was the best episode ever.
Such a good episode.
Nailed
Oh,
it.
I was
such a great show.
speaking of rewatching series.
Yeah.
I would rewatch that one.
I
was
actually.
How
just
far are
started-
you?
Maybe 4 episodes.
I would start it again and watch with
Okay.
you. Because I
Yes.
was just thinking the other day, I love that series.
Yeah, it was
I would
so
watch
good.
again.
It was so good.
Have you seen How I Met Your Father?
No,
Not nearly as good.
I wouldn't.
No bueno.
No, whenever they do that stuff, it's like kind of like when they did that '70s show,
And
but then that '90s show, and you're
Yes,
like,
no.
don't
No.
fuck with the '90s.
No,
The
Danny's
90s were
in-
perfect. as
Danny's
is.
in
No,
jail. Leave it
don't.
alone.
No.
Yeah, Danny
Yeah.
Masterson's hanging out in jail now.
Yeah,
Leave
exactly.
him alone.
We don't need to talk about that. Okay. What's a project or moment in your career that still makes you go, wow, I really did that?
It's more of a what the fuck moment for
Well,
me.
that's fine.
And it was actually it's project based, right? So I will never ask someone to do something that I have not done myself. So I've built decks, I've rehabbed houses all by myself. I've done soup to nuts. I will go on the internet and blah, blah, blah. So the first property that we owned in this cold, desolate climate, I decided to build a deck. This deck was 10 feet off the ground. And I built it all myself. And it was approximately, I cannot, your meters to yards here conversion still gets to me.
It's tough for everyone.
Let's just say, I believe, I will use your feet measurement because my feet are about that size of those feet. And I believe this construction project was roughly 30 feet by 15 feet at suspended 10 feet in the air. And with the stairs going down to another 20-foot by 20-foot project. And so I was building this, and I had no construction history. I had no history of building permits either. That's another story. But so I decided to look up plans on Google. There was a website called DIY Online where you could put in whatever you'd like to build and the dimensions and would give you plans for this. So I was building this, and anyone that's worked with wood, I had these pieces of wood that were 2 inches by 10 inches by 16 feet long that I was trying to lift 10 feet up on a 6-foot ladder. Anyone that's good at math, that's not good. So I was holding these pieces up, so they're spaced 12 inches on center for support, and I had one in place, and the other one decided to collapse and hold my neck up as it's trapping me.
Oh my God. Lord.
And that was a wow moment for me. You know? And then I believe either that moment or the day before, my wife goes, hey, we're pregnant. I'm like, oh, I guess I should not fuck around anymore. So, okay, maybe not the wow moment you were expecting, but, you know, my wow moments in my life are really tackling things that I have no experience doing and doing them for the first time and just challenging doing new things.
I love
so
that.
There's not one wow moment or one that's above and beyond any other. There are just many on top of each other. If she listens to this, it was never we are pregnant, you were pregnant, it wasn't me, you went through all the pain, not me. Caveat.
Good call.
Did she get a push gift?
Well,
Apparently
I don't
that's
think
a thing.
It is a thing now. I don't think it was a thing then.
Back then.
to be fair, she didn't push. She had a C-section, so no gift.
No gift.
No gift.
No gift to get cut. Jacas. I've combined your first and middle name. Jacas.
I prefer
Jacas.
I prefer Jacquois.
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 Okay.
Jacquois. How this started, how it ends. Jacquois. What's a weird or niche hobby you have that fans might not know about?
Well, it's interesting. So every time I left a position in a positive manner, there have been some negatives, there are mostly positives, I would reward myself with some kind of gift that started a new hobby. So back in 2007, I believe it was, I decided to take up photography as part of a new hobby. And my significant other called my camera my mistress. Because I spend more time with my beautiful camera. So I do, but the camera doesn't put out. So it's to be fair, the hobby that we speak of, actually, I was good enough out of it to get entry into one of the top 10 art shows in the United States of America.
What?
Our guest is very artistic.
To present my wares.
Okay.
What?
Yes.
I had no idea.
That's correct.
Can we see some of your work?
There's so much we don't know about you.
We cannot see it here, but
Jacquois.
I do have a collection that I can share. And in my home, I do have several of the pieces shown.
Really?
I do.
That's amazing.
Yes. So
I mean, I've been to your home.
So that was one.
I didn't know that.
There's like a special room.
It's the special.
Oh, it's
the
like
special
the gallery.
It's the S&M dungeon room. More recently, when I exited my company in 2019, I did take up some hobbies about working with acrylics and resins and doing some projects along that line.
Are you in the East End Art Guild?
I am not, because I do not have time for the art anymore. But I would, if you're thinking of coming to Palmas, or if you're already here, our East End Art Guild is an amazing collection of men and women artists in all modalities, from sculpture to acrylics to paintings. You will not believe what you can feast your eyes on. You should definitely attend their meetings, get to know them. They do amazing events, and they do great charity work in Palmas. Again, that's the East End Art Guild as part of Humacao and Palmas del Mar.
All right, so I have a question. You already live...
Shocking.
I know, right? I've been killing it all night. It's amazing. But also, we already live in paradise. So what do you like to do for vacationing?
Well, it's interesting, right? So
He goes to Mississippi.
Mississippi?
M-I-double-S-I-double-S-I-double-P-I, Mississippi. That's an easy one to spell right there. Wow. So what we really like to do, so vacation is, I like to explore new places, right? So, and I find the best way to do that is actually the way I discovered a lot of Puerto Rico is by cruises, right? Just going to certain destinations. We did for our child's college graduation. Yes, I'm going Australian, but I want to keep it mixed up with these people so they can't figure out who I am. And what we did is we did a Mediterranean cruise. So we did actually this wonderful experience. We did a couple of days in Portugal, and we did a Mediterranean cruise. Then we did a couple of days in Rome and a couple of days in Paris. And we actually got to see a wonderful performer who I will not mention that name because that might give this away to people who I might be in his last show in Paris after his 30 or 40-year career. We got to see him in Paris. But it's funniest story, though. We do like cruises for different experiences. Funniest story, though, is a cruise in the Caribbean. Yes, I know we're in the Caribbean, and but we went to Aruba. We went to Aruba. I'm not pronouncing that right, but I think it's Aruba. Okay, so what we're doing there is we see this boat, this little boat, because we're on a cruise ship, so everything is little next to us. And I see this name. I recognize this. And, one of my favorite actresses is this woman called Leah Remini. Remember Leah Remini? Yes, she was, I think, King of Queens. I believe she was the wife in that show. She was also in this weird psychotic cult called Scientology. Any Scientologist fans listening to this? I'm sorry. It's a psychotic cult. Get over it. So she was in this church cult thing and, lifted the covers off of it. And they have their own boat where apparently if you donate or buy enough of their literature of $1 million or more, you can go on this boat they have. And this boat was docked next to us in Aruba. And it was the creepiest thing. So every morning at 8 o'clock, they would all come out in their little outfits that all matched and have to do group calisthenics on the deck. And then by about 10 in the morning, these nondescript black vans, not the weird white ice cream vans, get your minds out of the gutter, these weird black vans would show up with these guys with masks, and they would bring these black duffel bags onto the boat and carry black duffel bags off of the boat. This would happen at both 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. So we were in Aruba for a couple of days. We got to see this a couple of times. And we talked to one of our tour guides. He's like, yeah, I always harass them. I always say, hey, do you want to go out on a tour? You want to have fun? Or you're just going to go on your weird ship. So if you ever pass that ship in a night sail, just hide and cower because there's some weird-ass people. Again, back to the point is we do like cruising. It allows us to experience different areas. And you also have some weird adventures as well.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Well, we like cruising.
We do love cruising.
Is anyone going on a cruise anytime soon?
Yeah.
Anyone?
I leave in a couple days.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
You have like 3 cruises in the next month and a half, 2.5 months.
No, March, April, and May.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have March, Caribbean cruise, 10 days. And then I am taking April transatlantic cruise to
Barcelona. Check out the market in Barcelona. It's amazing.
What market?
There's an open air market of about 1,000 stalls from Birka hams and vegetables and fruits. It's amazing. You cannot pass it. You cannot pass it up. I actually saw someone bring a 30-pound ham back on the cruise. It was weird. It was weird. Just a ham. Like the buffet.
Understand, like that person was like, "Oh my god, what? This is a great deal on ham. I'm gonna bring this back with me."
What
And
do
as
you
we
do
all know,
with that
flying
on
back
a
into Puerto Rico, you
cruise?
cannot bring ham back on.
Yeah.
You eat that ham,
Right.
Well,
I
on
flew.
this ship where you're being fed like every
I
5
wanted to find out their
minutes?
cabin. I want the ham cabin.
Maybe I wanted ham from Barcelona.
Barcelona ham is amazing. It's a funny story. Our flight from Madrid back to San Juan, they serve a ham sandwich in the middle. As you go through customs, they ask if you ate your ham sandwich or if it's in your luggage, because you cannot bring ham back into Puerto Rico.
Why?
I don't know.
It's in my
ridiculous.
stomach.
It's ridiculous. I said, would you like me to show you where it is? You're going to
That's Beck's sound.
Yeah.
Sound effects by Bex. Now for sale on Spotify at $5 per sound. Sound by Bex. When you want to hurl but don't actually hurl, use sounds by Bex. We're actually going on another ocean adventure on a cruise to the British Isles in August.
Oh,
as a
yeah.
matter of
Oh,
fact. Yes.
lovely.
So we
Lovely.
have this tradition where every 5 years, a 5-year age thingamabob. Thingamabob's a thing here, right? I believe thingamabob is a thing.
100%.
So, all of our college friends join us on this cruise. So we have 5 couples
Oh.
on a cruise or an event every 5 years.
That's
didn't know that.
fantastic.
So this
Um,
is our 5 one of our 5-year cruises coming up in.
I also have
August.
a giveaway.
You're giving me something?
No.
Or a hint?
No, a hint.
I
A
thought
hint.
there was a prize. I was told there would be a prize for doing
hint
this.
giveaway.
A hint giveaway.
So you are celebrating a milestone birthday soon.
That is correct.
Soonly.
Soonly.
And it has something to do with
Soonly.
a 5.
Swifty.
A 5.
Calm down, Bex. Calm down.
Sorry, it's the tequila.
You're getting excited.
Soonly.
It's the tequila talking.
I apologize. It's the squeal.
My significant
It won't
other
happen.
may have a milestone birthday during that same time frame.
Yeah, they both do.
Yes.
Oh, you and Diane. Lovely.
20 days.
I married older by 20 days.
20 days.
If you weren't doing what you're known for, what would you be doing instead?
What's he known for?
What am I known for?
I don't know. I just took I took a guess. I went for it.
Jeez, well, I
What are
gave
you
up-
known for, first
I
off?
gave up the porn business.
Well,
Oh.
the Tesla hitting the
Right,
the
right, right.
metal
Oh, yeah.
bars.
If that's what
There's
I'm known
that.
for, so
What would you be doing instead?
what would I be doing if I were not doing what I was doing? Honestly, I wouldn't. I would like to teach art classes. I know it sounds boring, but
What?
based on my experience and my artistic nature, I would like to get people into different methods and mediums of art.
You should
I
join
would
the
have
East End
never
Art
guessed
Guild,
that.
and because they like to do that, they
Yeah.
teach. They
Yes,
people teach.
and again,
classes.
another commercial for East End Art Guild in Palmas Del Mar and Umacao. The wonderful experience of East End Art Guild has fulfilled my life in immeasurable ways. Their amazing talents are extraordinary. Everyone, please join the East End Art Guild. Shit, that might have been my real voice. Hint.
Hint, hint.
Maybe.
If you're still listening,
If you've made it this far, get another drink.
if you've made it this far, you are one of our 12.
Listen, Linda.
I think we might get up to 14 after this. That's including the 5 that unsubscribed.
Okay, all right. Here's a good one. What's one thing you collect or have an unusual obsession with?
Rum bottles.
Really?
Yes. I like rum. It feels good in my tum. So I like to pick up rum bottles everywhere I go. Now, I thought I was cool. I thought I was amazing because I had 35 different kinds of rum from different countries until I met someone that had 325 bottles. So now I feel
Ooh.
fairly insignificant. I don't remember his name.
Oh.
I actually may have killed him.
I'd taken all of his
But
rum.
if if this goes online, I truly did not kill him-ish. But yes, so yes,
The FBI isn't listening to this,
felt
don't worry.
I felt very insignificant. There was a little shrinkage in the rum factor once I found that out. So, but yes, I do like to collect rum bottles from different country to get the textures, tastes, etc.
That's really interesting.
Good to know.
bringing this all together.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So I had a auto accident, which is not my fault. I was actually parked. And going back to my earlier story about the gift card, I was in a donut shop, and my car parked.
You're bringing it all together.
And this woman hit my car. She hit my car, and her last name was fucking ya. And I saw her license because she gave me her license because she hit my car, and I said, "Hey, how to pronounce that?" She's like, "Yeah, it's what you think.
Oh yeah,
fucking ya."
Oh no.
I said, "Is that
first
maiden
name
or
was Ima?
is that married or is that married or maiden or what?" I'm a fucking ya. Yeah.
I'm a fucking yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god!
I shit you not. That's true right there.
All right. If you, sir,
Actually, you know what? Go back to your previous question. If I wasn't known for what I was known for,
are we getting Irish here now?
We don't know what
it's
we
Canadian
are.
Irish.
I don't know.
It's like Newfoundland. It's the same thing. I would like to maybe be a comedian. I think that would be funny right there.
I have to say,
I would need a set
I have
to start off.
Yeah.
I have to say,
Oh,
Jacques, you
when
are
we-
like even funnier than I was expecting.
When we do the Palmas talent show,
I'm such a Jacques.
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 How do you feel about an adult talent show in Palmas?
Well, I really haven't seen much talent in Palmas, but I'll give it a shot.
All right. I got a question. If you, sir, could time travel.
Don't gender identify me as a sir.
we already
We established.
Oh, we
yeah.
established that?
It was
Okay.
established a
Jacques.
long
Hold on.
time ago.
Yep, that's
Jacques,
correct.
there you go. Okay. I mean, look closer. Do you need a magnifying glass? No, you're good. Okay, great. Okay. If
Oh,
you
bless
could,
your heart, because your brain ain't working very hard.
so much fun. I love it. Okay. If you could time travel to any era, which one would you choose and why?
Oh, in the future?
No, I don't know what he.
Because I can make my own future up. I can make my own future up.
You're
so
gonna
that'd be
have
kind
to.
of cool.
You're gonna have to name the era then. If it's what's the era?
I am actually a big fan of other than the bathroom situation, medieval times. I kind of like medieval times. I like the castles. I like the fiefdoms. I'm a big fan of medieval times.
Hey, have you ever been to one of those medieval times? Me too.
Oh my god, I've never done
so
it.
much fun. I went to
Oh
Chicago.
my God, the turkey
I
leg.
always wanted to go to. Okay, but I've been to a Renaissance festival.
No, not the same. You
I
gotta
know,
go to
but
the
have you
medieval
been to
times
Renaissance
to
Festival?
get some dry chicken and watch the sexy men with beers like joust?
Yeah, but have
blimey,
I?
that
okay,
chicken
but
and wine
have
is-
you been to Renaissance Festival? Because it's the same. And have you dressed up at a Renaissance Festival?
No, but it's on my bucket list.
I have,
Well,
and
you know what? I want to do that with
Oh,
you.
Bex, I got to say, that's a pretty shallow bucket list right there.
I have an amazing bucket list.
That's not a deep bucket. That's like a 2-ounce shot glass right there.
It's
If
fine.
medieval times
I
is on
mean,
there.
Well,
no,
I bet
she's
it's-
already
I
done
wanna-
that.
No, I wanna go to
Renaissance Festival.
Renaissance.
We should go to Renaissance Festival. It's
Done.
so fun.
We are 100% doing
and we should get outfits. I
Yes.
used to have one. I don't know if I still do.
Why? Why don't y'all start the Palmas Renaissance Festival?
Oh, I feel like that's a lot of work.
Hey,
Because like the
hey,
Renaissance
you know
festivals
what,
that I
Ellen?
go to are
success takes commitment.
there's-
Success takes commitment.
I
Aaron.
mean, like the places I go to, they have stuff that's
that. True enough.
set up all year, and then they just do it for a month or two. And
I just want you to know this is your fault because now I need to do this.
okay,
So
well, let's go
we
to a
need to
Renaissance
make this
festival.
happen.
There in the fall, we can go to Kansas City and maybe see a Chiefs game.
Okay.
Ooh, new plan.
Yes. Done. High five.
really, does everything come down to a Chiefs game?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm
Like,
for
and
me
I'm
it
not a
does.
football
Cultural
fan, so
appropriation at its finest.
I'm not a football fan, so I support the Chiefs.
Yeah, but
because
you
my
would
friend
love to
does.
go to a Chiefs game. They're
I'm sure
really
it's-
fun.
I loved the
Good
Chiefs
vibes.
at the last Super Bowl party.
We had to move Erin to a quiet room because it was too stressful. And then we all took turns checking in on her. How is Erin doing? Okay, I got
Not well. I was
I'm gonna
not
take
doing
the
well.
next shift.
Okay,
I'll
let's
take the next
let's
shift.
let's remove
We
the
n-
bed sheets and the curtains from that room.
We never
Anything that she could just hang
addressed
herself
this
with.
after Jeff's episode.
No.
We have not addressed it.
Well, because
Wow.
it was a tough.
It was a tough
It
loss,
was
guys.
tough.
For those of you that know me, it was a tough loss.
We were so excited.
Actually, apparently
for
it
that.
wasn't that tough for the Eagles.
We were so excited
Oh,
for that
I'm well aware.
three-peat, but it didn't
The-
happen.
Wait, what was it?
Three-peat.
Three-peat. Yeah. A three-peat.
Not to be confused with the 3P that I was confused with. Because I'm like, what's
Hey, you know what? I believe your guest Peter, he was known as 3-peat in college as well.
Yeah.
Love you, Peter.
Love you,
Love,
love.
Peter.
All right.
Yeah, so love you, Peter.
Yeah. If someone called you by a completely random nickname, what would feel the most accurate?
Shit stirrer.
Yes.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Shit
1,000%.
1 million.
We are done.
1,000,000%.
We have exceeded 100%, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the auction is 1,000,000%.
Shit
Shit
stirrer.
stirrer, pot meddler, Class A motherfucker would be some of the ones that I would expect. And
No, we're on rapid fire. I need
we
you
are?
to sing a
Okay.
song.
okay.
Okay,
And
go.
I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to walk. Blah blah blah. blah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Favorite animal.
Yard goat.
Favorite movie.
Red Dawn. The original. Not with those asshole fuckers from Nickelodeon.
Favorite holiday.
Christmas.
Favorite sandwich.
Tripleta.
Favorite hobby.
Woodworking.
Favorite dessert.
Brownie pie.
Place you visited.
Rome.
Favorite food.
Chicken cordon bleu.
Favorite game.
Monopoly.
And favorite app on your phone.
My camera app, because it takes wonderful pictures of me.
Okay. So
Can I add my new question?
Yeah.
Favorite band?
Oh jeez. Okay.
Oh, shit.
That was on the original, but then
I
people
literally-
took too long to.
Can it be a band or a solo
Artist.
artist?
That's just it. That's
Musician.
Why, if people took too long to answer
Favorite
that.
favorite
That's a big
artist, I would go
question.
Elton John. Sir Elton John.
Okay. All right.
Sir,
What's
one of
your
my countrymen.
favorite
What's your
song?
favorite song from Elton John?
Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Of course.
Oh, hold me closer.
As well as
Tony
Dancer.
Dancer.
as well as Crocodile Rock. La 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 la.
Oh, Crocodile Rock. I love that.
La, 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 la,
My
la.
favorite is Benny and the Jets. Benny.
And that may have been the artist I saw in France in his last show.
Oh, I love that
yep.
so much. Okay, I need to understand real quick what the fuck did you say for sandwich?
Tripleta. So that is a Puerto Rican sandwich. It is a combination of ham, pork, and I believe a third meat. Just tripletas.
So basically pork, and pork.
Pork, and pork with actually. And a
So you
tripleta,
hate it now.
It would be tripleta and a Cuban sandwich, either one.
Okay.
So imagine a Cuban sandwich with 2 more meats inside. What could possibly go wrong?
We had an amazing time with you, Jacques.
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 It started as Jack.
I do declare my name started as Jack and ended as, and then it went to
declare.
Jacques.
Jacques. Jacques. And now it's Jacques. And
I
It
feel
is what
bad.
it
I
is.
feel bad for Diane. Diane's name hasn't changed at all through.
Well, it was Deanna at
You
one
might
point.
you
Oh,
might
yeah,
have
it
to do
was
an interview with
Deanna.
Diane or Deanna or
Da-
whatever her name might be today, right there.
Deanna.
Yep.
Yes. We had a really good time with you, sir. I mean, I just got to tell you, this was.
And I only got through half the bottles of bourbons. I don't know what to do with the rest of my lives.
Damn,
Oh my
really?
gosh.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
This
Yeah.
is fantastic.
That's crazy
I
right
gotta
there.
tell you, this was a really good
I
time.
got to tell you.
Finally, the accent comes out right.
I'm
at the
glad
end.
we learned absolutely nothing's about me's, and we just defeated the purpose of the
We
whole
learned
event.
a lot about
Did
you.
we learn a lot about me? Well, there's a
I
lot
mean,
we
was
don't
there
know.
anything that we actually wanted to learn? I mean,
No, we didn't want to learn anything
this
about
is
him.
again. This is so much Palmas After Dark. These are special episodes, and we are
These
so.
are very special.
If you have listened to both of these episodes, God bless you. We love you. Please give
and
us
we
a
mean that in the good way of the God bless you.
100%. We
Bless your heart.
Bless your
your
heart in the
heart.
best way possible, man. We just love you to pieces. Also, darling, if you could please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Damn, I'd give you the 6 stars right there if they were theirs.
No, but really, if you are not following us, please follow us. We're a hoot and a half, and we have a great time. And we are in Palmas tomorrow, which is the most wonderful place on earth. This is a special community. If you're not here yet and you're thinking about moving here, you're going to want to move here because, come on. Come on.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? But please follow
Steal
us.
people's like me's.
Please follow us on Instagram at So Much Palmas. And you can listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and iHeartRadio and YouTube.
But not on Pandora.
But not on Pandora because
Pandora doesn't exist anymore. Who uses that stuff?
Rafi.
Golf.
Oh, I did not listen to that one. That Rafi guy's a hoot.
He is a hoot and a half.
He is.
But also please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts because it helps us and it makes us feel good. And if you are interested in becoming a sponsor, God love you. Please sponsor
reach
us.
out. We need the monies to make this better.
We need damn monies.
So as a send-off, I like to help all the needy around the world. And I'm sitting with these two folks right now who they do seem pretty needy right now for your sponsorship. And if you sponsor them for just 67 cents a day, that doesn't mean a lot in your budget, but it'll help feed them and clothe them and keep this podcast live for at least the next year. So, you and Sally Struthers and all your friends that want to donate, please donate 67 cents a day to these wonderful podcasters here because it'll make a difference, not to you, not to their followers, but to the world in general.
I want to take a video of me next to you, and as you're saying that, I look really sad and dirty and tearing up.
Dear, you always look sad and dirty.
Look, if I'm going to give the camera the big doe eyes,
We need the 67 cents.
Please,
a day.
67 cents will go a long way. Inflation is high these days. It's going to come down. I swear it's going to come down.
You don't understand how expensive it is to live here in Palmas.
All right, let's not get fucking carried away right there.
It's fine. We're all just fine. We're just cheap. So please sponsor us.
We're doing Costco wine here. Let's step it up a little bit. Can I get that 67 cents? How many pledges we got out there today? Come on, show your hands. Who's pledging 67 cents a day? I see you in the back, you cheap ass bastard. Put your hand up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, please, if you want to guess who this is, please send us a message. Please send us a comment, anything you want. This is fantastic. We're having a great time. If you have listened to both of these episodes and you have not figured out who we are talking to by now, really, honestly,
Then you've never been to an event.
Then keep your 67 cents.
Played
keep your
golf
67 cents.
or tennis.
Yeah.
Or
crashed a car.
Or maybe
out
you're
of a
living
restaurant or a group.
But also maybe you're living under a rock.
Or you're
Palmas.
just new and have not met
You're brand
the
new.
one and only
Chief
amazing what's the group?
Chief of Chaos.
Chief of Chaos.
Chief of Chaos.
Chief of Chaos, but doesn't like the complainers.
Mayt.
The man, the myth, the mate.
The man, the myth, the mate.
Mr. Matt Newman.
Woo!
Wow. Seriously, thank you so much for being on, Matt. We had a blast with
Oh my
you.
God, my real
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is anymore. I'm going to speak in accents for the
Forever.
rest
For
of my
the rest
goddamn
of-
life now.
I gotta give you credit.
It'll be fun.
You did that for a couple hours.
Yeah.
You really crushed.
It was
that
so
accent.
fun.
Yeah,
I don't-
that was amazing.
I think you should have a contest for the listeners. How many accents did I actually do, and how many were
Ooh,
right?
Ooh, maybe
And
we can
and
count
how
them
many
up.
and how many they can't
whoever
figure
gets
out.
the closest.
Right.
Yeah, and how also here
They win a prize. They win a
How-
sticker.
How many
from
accents?
somebody.
You can
how
get a
many
sticker.
accents does Bex fuck up?
You get a sticker hand delivered by Matt.
Ooh.
I love it.
Yes.
All right.
So yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace out, bitches.
Peace out, bitches.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, mate.
Chicken. We did. I thought we covered that already.
No, meal meant like.
Meal and food are two different
I
things.
fucked this whole thing up.
You did fuck this up.
A meal meant like
Time's
breakfast,
up.
lunch, or dinner.
Oh, okay.
Can we start over, please?
No.
No,
Yes.
we will edit this shit. No.
Well, yeah.
But we missed so many.
Favorite meal? Yeah, we'll go.
Some people don't win at rapid fire.
Everybody has won so far.
I
Why
would go
would
dinner.
You,
Let's recap. I would go dinner.
you know what? Fuck it.
Fine.
No.
Just
no,
do
I
it.
want to
Just
start
finish
over.
it.
I want to start over.
We can't start over.
Yes, we can.
No, I think it's better
We-
to like him
we
not
are
finish
the
and then we
we
just
are the
continue.
creators of everything, and you know what? We're starting over right now.
Okay, I'll make it up like we didn't.
Set it
Like
up.
I don't know these questions.
Set it up. Set it up. Set it up. Set it up. Set it up, bitch. Come on, please. Please.
I don't need to. Just since we're
Just start
cheating-
again.
Since we're cheating, all I have to do is put the sound in.
Okay, fine.
They won't let me escape. I'm held in prison. Help me. My code is help.